So it was my sister's birthday, and after years living abroad, she finally came home. Naturally, she demanded a birthday lunch, and where did she choose? Four Seasons, not the hotel, but the most chaotic, bustling buffet joint in the mall. Picture a stampede of people wielding trays, like gladiators ready to charge the all-you-can-eat dessert bar. This place wasn't just a buffet, it was a battlefield. Sarah and I had just joined the line, eyeing the spread like it was the ultimate treasure hunt. The barbecue meat station was up ahead, and I was practically buzzing. Visions of ribs, brisket, and endless sauces dancing in my head. But just as I was about to reach for the tongs, I saw her. A vision in white that made me forget every rib in sight. Yes, white again. I know it sounds like I have a thing for women in angelic hues, but what can I say? The universe apparently likes to prank me this way. And this wasn't just any dress, mind you. It was something out of a fairy tale, all flowy and lacy, with peekaboo holes that screamed, "Hey, try focusing on your ribs now." And the kicker? Just a hint of black lace beneath that angelic white dress. The whole thing was so delightfully improper, I forgot all about the meat and became a vegetarian for the next 5 minutes. After piling our plates high, my sister and I returned to our table. I started with oysters, then sashimi, but let's be real. My real meal was happening 2 tables down, where Angel, as I'd already dubbed her in my mind, and her mother were somehow, against all odds, seated in my direct line of sight. Angel faced me with the perfect blend of intrigue and mystery, while her mother, blissfully unaware, had her back to me. I mean, in a restaurant big enough to host a small country, somehow we'd ended up in the exact Romeo and Juliet flirting zone. It was destiny. My sister, bless her, was filling me in on some story about her kids, but let's be honest, all I heard was blah, blah, blah. Every time Angel looked up from her plate, I'd catch her gaze and give her a little smile as if to say, "Yes, I'm here, single, and prepared to listen to endless brunch conversations if you'll just keep looking at me." She'd glance down, somewhere between shy and intrigued, and that was all I needed. I was lost in an epic, buffet-based romance. The glances kept coming, each one bolder than the last. The way our glances were going, it was starting to feel like we were in some epic love story. Now I just had to work up the nerve to play my part. We were like Romeo and Juliet, if Juliet were sandwiched between the shrimp cocktail and the chocolate fountain. By 2:30, lunch was over, and the restaurant staff started not-so-subtle eviction tactics, like flipping off the air conditioning. I could feel my sister beginning to wilt beside me, but I wasn't going anywhere. Angel and her mother lingered too, along with a handful of die-hard buffet warriors who didn't care if they had to sweat for their crab legs. Finally, Angel rose, gliding toward the drink station, and the universe handed me my moment. I grabbed an empty cup, strolled over, and with all the swagger I could muster said, "Nice day for a buffet." My attempt at charm landed with the grace of a meatball rolling off a plate. She offered me a polite, distant smile. "Okay, time to step it up. How did you enjoy the food?" I asked, hoping she'd see through to the cool, effortlessly charming guy buried somewhere inside me. She paused, looked at me like she was delivering a terminal diagnosis, and said, "Me, no, English." My epic romance crashed like a dessert cart on a downhill. Could I have misread every single glance? Maybe she just had a piece of pepper in her eye this entire time. I chuckled to myself, thinking, why not just say it, even if the words were only for me? "You're goddamn beautiful," I murmured with a grin, as though we were sharing some secret. She offered another polite smile, took her cappuccino, and turned back to her table. Just then, my sister materialized in line behind me, clearly struggling not to laugh. "My birthday wish is for you to finally settle down, little brother," she teased, stifling a smirk. I rolled my eyes, put the coffee cup back, and decided that maybe some romances were best left in the buffet line. Guess that's how it goes sometimes. My buffet romance was over before dessert. But hey, lesson learned. A little humor goes a long way, and maybe next time I'll check for language barriers first. If you enjoyed watching me stumble through, hit that like button and subscribe. Here's to more awkward glances and unexpected chances. Until next time, keep it light, keep it fun, and remember, the world's your buffet.